Hey guys, it's Jeff from Fresh Your Luck. Okay, so a little disclaimer for you, and maybe it's a little bit offensive to some, but this video is going to have absolutely nothing to do with the Instant Pot. That's right, I can make other things too. In fact, this is going to be something that's going to be really, really fun as well, but something completely different. You're going to need an ice cream maker for this one, guys, because we're going to make a sweet treat that's totally in line with the fall, that's going to be a wonderful thing to have for during Halloween or even at Thanksgiving, and we're going to make an ice cream that is so fabulous, and of course it's going to be pumpkin based, and of course it's going to have some amazing things in there, and you're going to see, and the best part is it's so incredibly simple to make and fun. So guys, let's get right to it. We're going to make some pumpkin Pop'ems ice cream right in, not the Instant Pot, our ice cream maker. So using a stand mixer, I'm using my KitchenAid stand mixer or a mixing bowl that's good, I'm going to mix together all of my ice cream base ingredients right in here. And we're going to begin by adding 2 cups of a heavy cream. That's the same thing as whipping cream, heavy cream, it's all the same stuff. 1 cup of milk, 2 eggs, just crack them inside, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. What would pumpkin ice cream be without, well, some pumpkin? I'm using 100% pure pumpkin, which is the stuff you use for pumpkin pie. It's unsweetened ahead of time, and I'm going to use 1 cup of this. And add that to our mixture. That was sexy, wasn't it? So I'll fasten my whisk attachment to the stand mixer and then lower it right into the mixture. And then I'm going to turn my mixer on, and I'm on the number 2 speed, and let it blend up. And as that's blending, I'm going to add in 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar and just pour it in like this as it's blending together. Nice and sweet. And we're going to let this mix around for about a minute. Alright, now that we're nice and blended, I'm going to turn it off and just let it sit there for a few seconds. Next step in my prep here is going to take these amazing Pop'ems. Entenmann's makes these. They're basically just glazed donut holes, and I'm going to take a few of them and I'm just going to cut them up. About 12 to 15 of them are going to be just fine. So now, like I said, let's cut them up. And voila, what I did was just basically quarter each Pop'em, and then I'm just going to set these aside. Now, we couldn't make ice cream without an ice cream maker. I'm using the easy, the fabulous, the affordable Cuisinart Ice 21 model. I'll link it in the recipe in case you guys are interested and want to check it out. It's over 50 bucks on Amazon. It's fantastic. Now, it's so easy. It comes with this bottom motorized piece, the freezing drum, which will hold 1.5 quarts of ice cream. And you just simply set that on top of that after you set it in the freezer for about 12 hours to freeze up in there, and it's going to be nice and frozen. Then it comes with the churner, which you just put inside of the little drum here, and then on top of that you put the lid, and then it's as simple as that. We're going to just simply then pour our ice cream mixture in there as we turn it on. Only 1 button. So simple. And it only takes 20 minutes to make the ice cream, guys. So this thing only has 1 button on it. I'm just going to turn it on, and you're going to see it's going to start to spin around. Nice and fun, like a cement mixer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mixture and I'm just going to pour it inside and let it all get in there. Put all of it in there. Now this is going to spin around for about 20 minutes. And then in 20 minutes or so, it's going to start to really firm up. And after about 10 minutes, you're going to start to see it really begin to thicken up. And then after about 15 minutes, even more so, it's going to start to even grow a little bit out of there. So that means when that happens, we're ready to add our Pop'ems right into the mix. So in batches, take about a handful of some of the Pop'ems and then add them in through the little mixing opening top thing here. It's so convenient. And then when you, with a spoon, just push them down a little bit so they get nice and incorporated into all the ice cream mix. And just do this with all the remaining Pop'ems. Get them nice and good in there so they mix up, and then we're going to let it churn for another 5 minutes until it's going to be all said and done. So we'll have churned for 20 minutes in total. So now let's just turn it off. And now I'm going to transfer the ice cream to these fabulous ice cream containers. They're the Sumo brand, and they're really, really very, very, very useful to have for ice cream. And they're super easy, and they're narrow, and they store really easily in your freezer. So I'm going to take the lid off. It might be a little messy from some of the overflow, but that's a good thing because we have a lot of ice cream. And I'm going to remove the freezer drum from the machine base. And look at how beautifully creamy that is. I'm going to use a spatula here, and I'm going to transfer the ice cream into the container. Now, you can see the ice cream maker makes it into a nice soft serve, and you can totally eat it right now if you'd like, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. But I like my ice cream a little firmer, so I'm going to put it all inside the container and then set it in the freezer for about 3 hours to get it nice and firm and scoopy. And you're obviously going to want to take the churner out, but look at how thick and beautiful that ice cream is, and try to salvage everything on the churner if you can. And look at how gorgeous this is. Put it right into that container. Alright, excellent. Now let's get that lid on top. So now the lid goes on top, and I'm just going to put it on there, nice and easy, and we're going to pop this baby in the freezer for about 3 hours so it firms up. There you go. You can actually fit this right in the side door here, because that's how narrow and fabulous this thing is, and I'm just going to leave it there for 3 hours. I'll be back soon. And for cleanup, by the way, these are not dishwasher safe. You have to wash everything by hand, which is fine by me, because I don't have a dishwasher, and you're just going to, just rinse it out with some water, some soapy, warm water, and then just let it dry. And you especially do not want to put the freezing drum in the dishwasher. I mean, there are like cooling liquid agents in the sides of this thing that makes it super, super solid, which right now I'm going to empty it out. You'll hear that in there because, obviously from 20 minutes of making ice cream at the room temperature and then washing it out, it's going to become thawed. So what we have to do is we'll just let this dry out. Do not, put this in the dishwasher at all. Just let it dry out, rinse it with a little bit of some warm soapy water, and then when it's all said and done, when we've pat it dry, we'll put it back in the freezer. Let's go to our freezer and take it out. I confess I fell asleep and it's been in here overnight, but that's great because it's going to be extra firm now, and that's exactly how I like it. Let's take the lid off and check it out. Perfect! Let's scoop some up. Alright, let's get an ice cream scooper and scoop it into a bowl. Okay, perfect. And then just pop it in there. 1 scoop and 2 scoops. Alright, I'm also going to put a little bit of some caramel syrup on top of it as a topping because you can't go wrong with that, right? Now it's time to dig in. Alright, I love this part. Ice cream. If you like pumpkin, if you like pumpkin spice, if you like ice cream and everything nice, you're gonna love this incredible, incredible pumpkin ice cream. Look at this, it's absolutely perfect. The consistency, There is nothing like homemade ice cream. You know exactly what you're putting into it, you can control everything, and it just has that flavor to it and that taste where it doesn't taste like something that's been manufactured. Even though, listen, I love Ben & Jerry's, that stuff is incredible. And you just feel so accomplished eating this ice cream, knowing that you made it in your own ice cream maker in really no time at all. So delicious. Oh, it's such a treat. The glazed Pop-Ems that are interspersed throughout the ice cream are really a special treat too. You can also feel free to add in some like speculoos cookies in there too. Those will also be really good if you want more of a crunch. And this is also going to be incredible to have if you have pumpkin pie at the table, to serve it a la mode with some pumpkin Pop-Em ice cream on top. Am I right? It's delicious. It's such a great treat. Guys, if you enjoyed this recipe, if you like these videos, easy to follow stuff that's not only Instant Pot related, but many, many other things are going to come out as well, go to PressureLuckCooking.com. I have everything there for you. You can hover over any photo on any recipe and pin it to any Pinterest board. Go to Facebook and like me there. That's Facebook.com/PressureLuckCooking. And follow me as well on Twitter @PressureLuck, Instagram, all that stuff. The great pumpkin is coming and it's going right into my stomach.